Hello, everybody. This is Jeffrey at Ripe Color,
This is Nancy Jean in the garden.
this is our weekly reading for December 31st through January 6th. Happy New Year! Yeah.
Happy New Year. Yay! Woo!
Okay.
That's it. That's the biggest woo you're gonna get.
Kids are excited, so I let them stay up
Mm-hmm.
late. We read on five energies every week. The energies that we read on are body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. We both offer personal readings. The new year is a great time to get a personal reading. We both offer physical goods in the physical world. I have scarves and handmade t-shirts available for sale. I think I have a few bags as well. Um, Nancy Jean has gardens, grids, eggs available for purchase. All the information is below on our respective channels. We would both appreciate if you became members of our respective channels. And there's something else I wanted to say. Happy New Year. I don't know. There was something else, but I can't remember. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yes.
What did
Yes.
you want to say?
Um, I also in December and January do 12-month readings for you where we look at each month and see which month should be highlighted in your year. And people tell me they're accurate since I can't follow them around. I just have to take their word for it. And I do card readings as well, and I do past life readings. And New Year's is kind of an interesting time to look at your past lives. So, if you want to look at that, anyway. So this is for the collective for December 31st to the 6th. Good.
It's a nice week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is such okay. I could start talking about the card. I don't, you don't know what I'm talking about. I start with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is really interesting that it's a winter card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm getting today. So I always see all the fives are change, period. But I always understand the fives as perspective. It's always perspective. Every single five is like, where am I concentrating? Whatever I pay attention to will grow. It's really important. That's a really important thing for me to say every week. Whatever I pay attention to will grow. So the whole story is right here. The story is like they're out in the cold, they're abandoned, things are not good. I mean, look at the card. But the thing is, in the story, there's hope right here in the story. Here's the anchor of hope, right? Here's the light of spirit. So it's really about a change in the way you see yourself, the way you see yourself in the world. Like, do I see myself or have I seen myself in the past as being out in the cold, as being abandoned, as being unwanted? Or can I, shift my perspective? That's the change. That's the miracle. I shift my perspective and say, oh, there's help here. There's warmth here. There's spirit here. There's opportunity here. So it's a real interesting little moment of like, well, I know I felt like this in the past, but because of the last 2 weeks readings, I'm like, maybe I'm going to let go of that and see it as a more bright and more optimistic and more hopeful. That's my opening part. Body, mind, because Raphael is here with me. Because Raphael is here with me, and I'm receiving divine inspiration. I've already been healed. I've become more into balance, and I'm loved and protected.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, spirit has like a lot of new ideas for you, a lot of new ideas, a lot of inspiration, a lot of creativity up for the grabs, up for grabs. It's sort of like, you have a lot, it's not like, oh, well, I have to only have this kind of job. It's like, no, you can have any kind of job you want. You could, it's like, it's all open. That's what I'm really getting. Body, mind, spirit. And then grounding, another winter card, interesting. Body, mind, spirit. Grounding, I know it's a card of Virgo, but it's a winter card. Grounding is like, okay, I'm really going deep and dark into my soul, and I'm going to find my inspiration. I'm going to find my healing. I'm going to find my future. And I will not stop until I find what I need to find. Because this is the card of Virgo, right? And it's the card of knowledge. And it's also the thing about, Virgo is meticulous. Virgo is meticulous and will not, end its search until it finds what it's looking for. There's no, oh, I'm going to take a break. I'll come back to it later. It's like, no, there's a real determination to dig deep inside, to dig deep inside and to discover and to utilize one's light to lead you out of whatever darkness you're feeling or have felt in your head and in your soul and in your spirit. Like you will find it. Body, spirit, grounding. And then clarity is all about stability. It's all about stability. It's all about the comfort of home. It's all about like a mini celebration. And there's a sense in this card also of domesticity. But I always feel with this card, there's a sense of being at home in one's body, in one's mind, in one's spirit, in one's soul, being at home wherever you are at this point in your life, it's like, sometimes like, oh, well, nothing, and then, it's like, but you know what? I have this, I have that, and I'm comfortable with it, and it's good. And I can, from a place of stability, I can actually go deep in and look and find all the inspiration and find the healing and change my perspective. Very interesting.
Well, we're gonna start with our clarity here in the root chakra, and when clarity falls into the root part of the garden, it says tying to cosmic wisdom is needed for the base. So that's the base where you need to tie, like you said, you need to be with the hermit. You need to look at what's really going on around you. Then we have two stones in fire, and fire is when we deal with past lives or past incidents in this life. And you have both your body and your grounding there. And the body says that parts of you need to look at your past to figure out how you can bring out the best parts of it. And the grounding says clarification comes from dealing with your past. So if you got any old past garbage, that's the only thing that's not letting you get to these two. And the path forward is your own spirit. And it says you need to balance these energies to move ahead. And your mind is in air, and your thoughts are all important for how this is going to progress, because you've got everything here to tie it together, to become solid with it, to make it part of your cosmic wisdom. And cosmic wisdom is the stuff we're trying to bring in that's beyond ourselves, we think. It's just not. We just need to get in the right frame of mind. So I think it isn't going to be kind of an odd week, and there's going to be some introspection, but it's all for the good, because we had that marvelous week last week where we had all the intuition. Now we have to really work with that intuition and pull it in and quantum mechanics it in and make it real. Take the wave and make it into a particle.
A lot of times when it's like darkness comes up in us, it's coming up to be brought into the light. It's coming up to be healed. It's not coming up because, oh, I've been a bad person. And, it's like it's coming up so that you could release it.
I don't even see these stones lining up that it's going to push towards guilt. It's just going to make it clear what you should and shouldn't do, and how to focus on that with our own mind, because that's our spirit's path forward. I mean, that's a great spirit. Balance your energy and you move ahead. And that's all and I know it's like people say, oh, well, you balance your energy and leave me alone. But I'm just saying that when we read these things, sometimes we're not any more capable of feeling like we're going to deal with it. But with so much light coming in the last week, this is our time to coalesce it together. Looking at your past life and solving your problems from there doesn't mean darkness. It means, man, I did a great job at that when I was doing this. I mean, you got to look, it's not, you got to not get into the mindset of the Five of Pentacles and go trudging past the church and say the light's there for everyone but me. The light here, and from what we saw last week and actually what we've seen build through this whole month, the light has been here for all of us.
That's why this one showed up too.
Right, right. Anyway, you guys have a happy new year and great guns. We're moving into 2023 and we're into a 7 year spirit and analysis. So numerologically. So we'll see you next month.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.